Hi, Pacers fans, and welcome into Gold on the Clock 2019 Draft Preview. I'm Pat Boylan. In just a few hours, Kevin Pritchard and the Pacers front office will make decisions that have the potential to alter the future of the franchise. Let's take a look now at some of the players the Pacers may be considering with pick number 18. Let's start first with a player that has been a popular choice for Indiana in the mock drafts. Nikhil Walker from Virginia Tech, a 6'5" shooting guard who is touted for his ability to score from range. He took nearly 5 threes per game at Virginia Tech and sank them at an impressive clip. He thinks his game translates even better at the NBA level.
I think my playmaking ability, I got good size, good length, so I can shoot the ball, pass the ball, put it on the floor, play on both sides, guard multiple positions.
Shooting is what Tyler Herro hopes to bring. Herro was a 94% free throw shooter at Kentucky, who was their prime target from long range as well, hitting 63s in his only year at UK. And Herro can imagine himself fitting into the Pacers lineup.
I think I could just come in here open-minded, being able to learn from guys who've been here for a while, from the vets and things like that. But just come in, stretch the floor, and be able to bring shooting, and really whatever the coaches and the rest of the staff need me to do.
From the Pacers' perspective, years of preparation can go into making their 2019 draft selection. That's headed up by Ryan Carr, who's the director of player personnel, and he gives you an idea of the type of player the Pacers might be looking at with pick 18.
Yeah, the draft is really more about future, I think. So nowadays we're drafting kids that are so young. With the 18th pick this year, I don't think that that's going to be somebody that starts for us, or may not get a ton in the rotation, but it's somebody that hopefully down the road will be a key piece to what we're doing. So you don't necessarily draft with next year in mind. You're trying to figure out who's going to be in the long run the best player, and hopefully it works out that way.
Shooting has been a major theme of the Pacers draft workouts, and there were few, if any, that did it better at the college level than the 6'5" Jerome, who shot it at 40% from three at volume and was an integral part of Virginia's championship run. Jerome explains what he feels the differences will be from college to the pros.
The physicality is definitely going to be an adjustment. I think the court's going to be more space, so you'll have more opportunity to break your man down off the dribble, and just get guys open shots, and even try to do that at a higher level.
Dylan Windler didn't play college basketball in Indiana, but he did in high school. The Perry Meridian grad put up eye-popping numbers, over 20 points per game and 11 rebounds at Belmont. He shot the three well and has good size at 6'8", and he didn't overlook the chance to get to work out for his hometown team.
Yeah, for sure. It's just been a heck of an opportunity and a heck of a blessing and honor just to be able to, come and work out for these guys. I grew up going to, a lot of games. So, being able to be back in this facility and just, be working out in front of, the head coach and front office, it's been a blessing.
The Pacers had one of their most expansive draft workouts in franchise history. 9 different workouts, 49 different players took the hardwood. Assistant coach David McClure, one of the handful who helped get those players ready and gave a good look for the Pacers front office.
I think, as much individual time that you can, and I know, as you said, it's not a lot, just pull them aside, talk to them, get a feel for who they are as a person. And then when they do get on the court, obviously you're looking at skills. Our front office does a great job of, kind of figuring out what we're looking for and who we want to bring in. And then I think more so than any of that, when we get them here, we want to see how they can compete. Put them through some things that are a little bit tougher than game-like situations, some things that we do here at Indiana that other teams don't do, and just kind of see how they react to it, see when things do get challenging. Do they want to rise up to those occasions, or are they gonna fold? And I think we've had a great group of guys this year. I don't think we've really had any bad workouts, so it's been a productive offseason so far.
Carsen Edwards' career and tournament run at Purdue were breathtaking. It's now time for the Boiler to turn pro. So to learn more about him, we bring in his coach, Matt Painter, who joins us on the phone now. Matt, what was it like to coach Carsen?
Yeah, obviously he was, such a good scorer that when you first got him, we had a good team, and so it was a little bit different. And, kind of learning the college game and learning to play with other good players, especially, good big players. I think that's a one adjustment a lot of guys don't have. You're not used to feeding the post as much. You're not used to playing and giving them their space, just like you want your space on the perimeter. But I thought his first year was a learning curve for him, but he gave us a dynamic we hadn't had in the past. His ability to score points in bunches and play in transition and make threes. And then in his second year, he really came into his own and kind of found his niche and played his role with that team. Even though he led us in scoring, we had 4 seniors. And then last year, he had a big workload with those 4 seniors graduating, and had some ups and downs throughout the year. But he had a handful of individual games during the season where he was just fabulous. And then when he got into the NCAA tournament, every one of his games, he was fabulous and just carried us on his back from a scoring standpoint in a couple of those games, and was really a guy that you had to let go at times, especially when you got it going. He was just so dynamic, and he could put on a display in a 4 or 5 minute stretch that would really put the defense on their heels.
Purdue's rival Indiana University was represented at the draft workouts as well. Juwan Morgan, the standout forward, had plenty of former teammates to lean on during this process.
A lot. I've talked to them just on different tips that they have for me. Especially Yogi and Troy, because they took the kind of same path I'm taking now, and so just being able to talk to those guys and giving me advice has been really helpful.
As you can see, depth is one of the defining characteristics of this 2019 class. The Pacers hope to use that to their advantage in selecting a player that will positively impact the future of this franchise. Until then, make sure to stay on Pacers.com, our social media channels as well. We will have live coverage leading up to and through the Pacers 2019 draft. There'll be articles up on the website, live coverage on social media and Pacers.com, and even a live show with Jeremiah Johnson shortly after the Pacers make that pick. Until then, we'll be watching with all of you on who become the newest Indiana Pacers.